I sent this to you. Okay. Probably have opened it before. Here. For me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was just sitting figuring out the bills I had. I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
My mom, her name is Kathy Francis. She just turned 69 on September the 27th. Literally the strongest person I know. Like, I just pray that one day I can have a tenth of the strength that she has shown me my whole life. When I was younger, obviously, we battled a lot of domestic violence and drug and alcohol abuse, and she always found a way and did whatever it took for me to have what I needed to go on with life. Last 6 years has been really hard on her. And in 2017, my brother and I were in a really bad car crash. We were both life flighted to Nashville Hospital. A few days later, after my mom's sitting wondering if she's going to lose both sons, I was able finally to make a recovery and eventually got released from the hospital. My older brother, however, was not so lucky. He suffered some pretty bad brain injuries and was placed on life support. My mom was faced with a devastating decision that I don't think any parent should ever have to make. I don't think any parent would ever be strong enough to make the decision. But again, she was faced with a decision. She by herself had to make that decision, and she made the decision to turn off the ventilator and leave it in God's hands. And a few days later, my brother surpassed expectations initially, kind of gave us some false hope, and then drastically took a change and turned for the worse and eventually passed away. For the last 6 years, really, my mom's been battling depression. She's tried to maintain working full time at 69. But you know, the pain of losing a child never goes away. And just as things seemed like they were going better for her, my stepdad in mid-September was bitten by a mosquito. We didn't know that at the time, but he had gotten really ill, really sick. She came home from work one day and he couldn't complete a sentence, so she rushed up to the hospital. They ran numerous tests. Wasn't really sure. At first they were thinking bacterial meningitis. So he was in a local hospital for a few days. They transferred him over to a hospital that was a specialist in neuro infections. We weren't really sure why. After some tests, we were given the results that he was infected by the West Nile encephalitis disease. It was a very rare case here in Tennessee. Sadly, she was faced with the fact that he probably was never going to be anything more than a vegetable. Again, the decision to turn off the ventilator was upon her. Most people don't have to make that decision once, and she had to make it twice, so it was really really crappy situation. So that is what kind of led us to where we are now, with trying to put back the pieces, praying for mom's strength and trying to be there every day for her, get her through the financial burdens and all the different things that are going on with losing the other half and really being completely lost. I just can't imagine what it must be like to have to choose once to turn the ventilator off on your son, and then a second time 6 years later on your husband. And I just don't know where she finds it. I truly don't. I think she is literally a superhero.